Do you seriously think you can just walk into a dealership and they're just going to give you something for free? Every single day, I get hit with thousands of messages, DMIs, emails, and texts from people who think they've won the car buying lottery only to realize they'd been played. It's thousands per day, and the stories are always the same. In 2026, the scams have evolved. If you aren't looking at the fine print with a magnifying glass, you're basically handing your financial future to the dealer on a silver platter. Today, we are going deep. I'm pulling back the curtain on the 5 biggest scams currently stripping car buyers of their cash. And I'm going to show you exactly how to protect yourself. 1. The free lifetime powertrain warranty, the maintenance trap. Let's start with the one that makes everyone feel warm and fuzzy.
Package covers both the paint and
Inside, the lifetime powertrain warranty. Dealers love to throw these in for free because it sounds like ultimate peace of mind. They tell you it covers the most expensive parts: the engine, the transmission, the drive axles. But here is the reality: they won't tell you. It is a high-stakes maintenance trap designed to fail. To keep that warranty alive, you are often required to follow a maintenance schedule that is far more aggressive than what the actual manufacturer recommends. I'm talking about required fluid flushes, fuel additives, and inspections every few thousand miles. That must be done at their specific service department if you go to an independent shop, or if you miss one single oil change by 50 miles, your lifetime coverage is instantly voided. Furthermore, these contracts are worded very specifically to cover only internally lubricated parts. That means if a non-lubricated bolt snaps and causes the engine to fail, they can deny the claim. They are banking on the fact that the average person only keeps a car for 39 months. By the time something actually breaks, you've likely either traded the car in or made a tiny mistake in your maintenance records that lets them off the hook. You aren't getting a warranty. You're getting a bill for overpriced service visits. 2. The new era of digital odometer fraud. Next, we have to talk about the rising epidemic of digital odometer fraud. You might think that in 2026, with all our technology, this would be impossible. But it's actually getting worse. According to recent data, odometer fraud costs consumers over $1 billion per year. Scammers are now using sophisticated plug-in tools to freeze the mileage while they drive or roll back digital dashes in seconds. I recently saw a case where a Ford Focus was advertised with 110,000 miles, but the Carfax history showed it actually had over 320,000. That is a massive difference in value and safety. To catch this, you have to be a detective. Look at the high traffic areas of the car. If the steering wheel is peeling and the driver's seat is sagging, but the dash says only 20,000 miles, the math doesn't add up. Always check for the oil change sticker in the top left corner of the windshield. Scammers are often lazy. If the sticker says next service due at 180,000 miles, but the odometer shows 120,000, you are looking at a crime in progress. Never ever buy a car without running a comprehensive history report like Carfax or Auto. Check if a seller refuses to give you the VIN so you can run that report. That is your signal to walk away immediately. 3. The monthly payment smokescreen. The third scam is the one that happens in the shiny glass office, the monthly payment smokescreen. This is the oldest trick in the book, and yet people fall for it every single day. The second a salesperson asks, "What do you want your monthly payment to be?" The trap is set. When you focus on the monthly payment, you stop looking at the total price of the car. A dealer can easily give you a low payment of $400 a month by stretching your loan out to 84 or 96 months. By the time you finish paying that off, you've paid double the car's value in interest. This is also where they hide the junk fees. Since you're focused on that $400 number, they can slip in $3,000 for window etching, nitrogen-filled tires, and paint protection. Without you even noticing the payment went up by $10, you must negotiate the out-the-door price. This is the only number that matters. If they won't talk about the total price of the car without asking about your monthly budget, they are trying to manipulate the math. Be firm. If the total price isn't right, the monthly payment will never be right. 4. The ghost private seller curb stoning. The fourth scam is what we call curb stoning. These are professional dealers pretending to be regular people on Facebook, Marketplace, or Craigslist. They do this to avoid paying taxes, to bypass lemon laws, and to sell cars that are too dangerous to put on a real lot. Here is how you spot them. Call the number on the ad and say, "I'm calling about the car for sale." If they respond with, "Which car?" hang up. A regular person is only selling one car. A curbstoner has a backyard full of salvaged wrecks. These cars often have hidden frame damage or deployed airbags that have been stuffed back into the dash. When you meet a private seller, ask to see their ID and the title. If the name on the title doesn't match the name on their ID, they are jumping the title. This is illegal and leaves you with a car you might not even be able to register. Always insist on a pre-purchase inspection (PPI) at a mechanic of your choice. If the seller says no, you say goodbye. 5. The mandatory protection racket. Finally, we have the mandatory protection packages. In 2026, dealers are getting desperate as car prices stabilize, so they are padding their profits with non-negotiable aid. They will tell you that the $2,999 security package or the $1,500 interior shield is already installed on every car and cannot be removed. This is a lie. Most of these products are essentially wax and a cheap sticker. New consumer protection regulations, like the FTC's CARS rule, have made it illegal to charge for illusory add-ons that provide no actual benefit to the consumer. If they tell you that nitrogen in the tires is mandatory, remind them that the air we breathe is already 78% nitrogen. These fees are pure profit for the dealership and offer zero value to you. If a dealer refuses to remove a fee for something you didn't ask for, walk out. The most powerful tool you have in a dealership is your feet. Use them. There are plenty of honest dealerships and private sellers out there, but they don't need to use these tricks to sell cars. You have to be willing to do the work. Read the contracts and ignore the free bait. If you want to see exactly how I analyze a Carfax report to spot these red flags in seconds, watch this video right here. And if you've ever been a victim of one of these scams, share your story in the comments below. You might just save someone else thousands of dollars. I'll see you in the next one.